Now, the Democrats have released 3 emails, and they certainly show on the surface of them links that we didn't quite know between the president, was not the president at that time, and Jeffrey Epstein. Now, the first one is a 2011 email in which Jeffrey Epstein says to Ghislaine Maxwell, his longtime assistant, he says to her, "I want you to realise that that dog that hasn't barked is Trump, Donald Trump." And then he mentions the name of a victim who has been redacted by the Democrats in this email, but say that she spent hours at my house, at Epstein's house, with him, Donald Trump. Now, the fact that he's saying that Donald Trump spent hours at his house with one of the victims is certainly something that Donald Trump needs to answer. Now, the second email is from 2019, where Jeffrey Epstein is emailing to the journalist Michael Wolff, and he talks about, of course, he goes on to say in the middle of this email, of course he, Donald Trump, knew about the girls. Of course he knew about the girls, and says as proof of that, as he asked Ghislaine Maxwell to stop. Now, that appears to be to say he wanted to stop that whole sex trafficking operation. Now, Donald Trump has put out a statement on Truth Social, strongly rejecting this as a hoax. And he makes the point, he says, the Democrats are trying to bring up the Jeffrey Epstein hoax again because they'll do anything at all to deflect on how badly they've done on the government shutdown and so many other subjects. Only a very bad or stupid Republican would fall into that trap. The Republicans in the White House have also come out with Caroline Leavitt, the spokesperson, who's strongly tried to hose all of this down.
These emails prove absolutely nothing other than the fact that President Trump did nothing wrong. And what President Trump has always said is that he was from Palm Beach, and so was Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein was a member at Mar-a-Lago until President Trump kicked him out because Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile and he was a creep.